We are addicted to the finish. The glamour of the knockout is the lifeblood of the UFC for the fans. It's that raw, undeniable display of power that brings us to our feet. For the fighter, it's the difference between a normal paycheck and a life-changing $50,000 bonus. They are incentivized to stand in the pocket, to trade damage, and to risk consciousness for that one moment of glory. We call them warriors. We call them legends, but the camera rarely follows them out of the cage. And it certainly doesn't follow them 10 years later when the silence sets in. The immediate aftermath is brutal. It's not just getting your bell rung. It is a traumatic brain injury. The loss of consciousness, the nausea, the confusion. We see them stumbling, trying to fight the referee because their brain hasn't reset yet. But the scariest damage isn't the highlight reel KO. It's the gym wars. It's the cumulative trauma of thousands of sparring rounds. Subconcussive. Blows that don't knock you out, but slowly rot the brain's wiring from the inside out. It stacks up like a debt, and eventually the bill comes due. The condition is known as Chronic Traumatic Encephalopathy, or CTE. It is a progressive, degenerative disease found in people who have suffered repeated blows to the head. It kills brain cells and spreads a protein called tau that chokes off neural pathways. You can't fully diagnose it until death, but you can see the ghosts of it in the living. The slurred speech, the tremors, the explosive anger. It turns heroes into strangers to their own families. Take Gary Big Daddy Goodridge, a legend of early MMA and kickboxing. He fought everyone, everywhere. Today, Gary has been diagnosed with dementia and CTE. He has spoken openly about his struggles, the depression, the suicidal thoughts, the fact that without medication, he would be lost. He gave his life to the sport, and now he fights simply to remember his day. Or look at Spencer Fisher. He was an exciting action fighter for the UFC. But in 2021, he came forward with a heartbreaking story. At just 44 years old, he was suffering from dizzy spells, forgetting the names of his children, and dealing with extreme mood swings. He was declared permanently disabled, not by a broken bone, but by his brain. The king paid a heavy tax for his crown. And it's hard to ignore Nam Phan, a warrior who would never back down. If you watch his interviews today, the slur in his speech is undeniable. It is the sound of a brain that has absorbed too much impact. These aren't just stories. These are the human costs of the entertainment we consume. When the spotlight moves on, the support often vanishes. Medical care for long-term neurological issues is incredibly expensive. Unlike the NFL, UFC fighters do not have a union or a long-term pension plan. So when a retired fighter wakes up shaking, unable to work, unable to drive, and unable to afford a neurologist, who is there to help them? The answer, too often, is no one. The UFC has improved safety protocols, and the Performance Institute is doing cutting-edge research. But the ethical dilemma remains. We love this sport. We love the violence, but we have to accept that the entertainment comes at a price paid in human health. We need to push for better care for retired athletes, because these fighters gave us their best years. The least we can do is ensure they don't have to spend their remaining ones fighting a battle they can't win. What do you think is the solution? Should the UFC have a lifetime healthcare fund for fighters? Let's talk about it in the comments. And please take care of your brain.